Have you had any discipline problems in math class this year?
No.
No? Isn't it true Mr. Geddes has had to talk to you repeatedly about your behavior? Isn't that why he asked you to stay after class?
No.
Have other teachers ever asked you to stay after class?
Once or twice.
Did they want to talk to you about your behavior?
Objection, immaterial.
Goes to motive.
Overruled. You may answer the question.
Well, I don't know what the other teachers wanted. You'd have to talk to them.
You ever pass notes in class, Barbara? Maybe a note that made fun of Mr. Geddes.
No.
No? Never called him a disgusting pig monster?
Order.
No.
Your Honor, I pre-marked this defense exhibit A.
Objection, Your Honor, we've had plenty of time for discovery here.
I'm going to let this in, Mr. Lomax. I'm also going to suggest that if you have any other exhibits you present in a timely fashion or not at all.
I'm sorry, Barbara, I was wrong. It's huge hog beast. This is your handwriting, isn't it?
Yes.
You wrote this in Mr. Geddes' class.
It's a joke.
He's a huge hog beast. He probably eats 1,000 pancakes for breakfast. You're writing here about Mr. Geddes, aren't you?
It was meant to be a joke.
Have you ever had a party at your house, Barbara? When your parents were away?
Objection, Your Honor, this is way out of
Credibility
line.
and bias.
Overruled. Answer the question.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of a game called Special Places? You're under oath, Barbara. A man's career, his reputation, his life is on the line. This is not a joke. Have you ever played the game Special Places?
Yes.
Is this game sexual in nature? Is this game sexual in nature?
We only played it once.
This special party, Barbara. This was the first time you told the story about Mr. Geddes, wasn't it?
Yes.
I've spoken to some of the other children who were there that day. Can you think of anything else, Barbara, they might have told me about that party?
Your Honor, if he has other witnesses, let him call them.
If I need to call those other children, I will.
Sustain that, Mr. Lomax. Rephrase your question.
You threatened those children, didn't you?
That's not the way it happened.
You told them to lie, to falsely claim that Mr. Geddes had hurt them.
These things did happen.
Because if they didn't go along, you were going to tell everyone about this special party.
They happened to me.
So you made up a story. A special story. A story about a math teacher who was tough on you, who kept you after class. A huge hog beast you didn't like. That's what really happened, isn't it?
No, I didn't want to be the only one.
You goddamn low-life son of a bitch! You leave that girl alone!
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
I'm going to adjourn here for today. We'll be back here at 9 o'clock in the morning, and people will behave themselves here or find themselves in contempt. Goody!
Pack it up, baby. You need a drink.
You go, Gators.
Yeah!
Have you had any discipline problems in math class in this year?
No.
No? Isn't true Mr. Geddes has to talk to you temporarily about the behavior? Isn't that way it's you to stay after the class?
No.
Have other teachers asked you to stay after the class?
Once or twice.
Did they want to talk about the behavior?
Objection is material, Your Honor.
Go to motive. Overruled. Let me answer the question.
I don't care what the other teacher. What do you have to detail to them?
You ever passed notes in class, Barbara? Maybe a note made fun of Nirgeris? Maybe? Can you remember?
No!
Nor? Never called him a disgusting pig monster?
No!
Your Honor, I've remarked these defenses fixed at.
Objection, Your Honor, we have the plenty of time to discover it here.
I'm gonna let it in, Mr. Lomax. I also suggest you if you have any exhibits you're present in a timely fashion or not at all. You have to present something? I'm sorry, Barbara. It was my wrong. It's a huge hog beast. This is your hard drawing? It is?
Yes, but
You wrote this in class.
it is a joke.
You drew him as a huge hog beast. He probably eats a dozen of pancakes every breakfast. You're writing here about Mr. Geddes, aren't you?
It is mad is the job.
Have you ever had a party in your house when your parents were away? Please, respond the answer. Yes or not.
Objection, it is one of.
Credibility and bias. Overruled. Please answer the question.
Yes.
The word special came up in your testimony earlier. You claimed that Mr. Gates asked you whether you had special feelings. If you feel special, have you ever heard of the game called Special Places? You're under oath, Barbara. A man's career, his reputation, his life is on a line. This is not a joke. Have you ever played the game Special Places? Is this game sexual in nature? Please, give me an answer. Is this game sexual in nature?
The plate is squash.
This special party, Barbara. This was the first time that you told the history about Mr. Game's circumstance, right? That's false or truth?
Yes.
I've spoken to the other children who were there that day. Can you think of anything else, Barbara? They might have told me about the party. Which was the circumstance that you told that?
No, objection. If the honor is at the other children, it will.
If I need to call those other children, I will. I'm gonna sustain that, Mr. Lomax. Please rephrase your question. You terminated those children, didn't you? Barbara, that's not the way it happened. You told them to falsely claim that Mr. Geddes that had hurt them, didn't you, Barbara?
It did happen.
Because if they didn't go along, you were going to tell everyone about this special party. Am I wrong, Barbara?
They happened to me.
So you made up a history, a special story about a math teacher, the disgusting pig monster you didn't like. That's what really happened. That's false, Barbara?